If I can't have you, I don't need nobody, baby. Hey, you already know what it is, man. Respect My Grind Live. We going live right now, trying to make sure I ain't looking too crazy. I want to try a different background today, man. People be like, damn, why don't you do something with this? And I ain't even got my green screen up. Big Sosa, what's good? DJ, yeah, Fort Myers. I see California in the building. For those, I can't see all that far. You know what I'm saying? My vision bad. COVID had fucked up my vision. COVID gave me old people's disease. I be having to wear glasses now. So y'all gotta excuse me. Listen, y'all type y'all city. When you come on my live, I want you to type my city. You already know what it is. I got a special guest today. Before I get in that special guest, mi hermano, that's my brother. I'm excited to chop it up with him, see what he got going on, see what he started at. We're going to keep it real simple, but that's the family. I had to get him on the show. It's been a lot of ups and downs in the last couple weeks, man, because, you know, trying to get adjusted to the new system of my show. But I appreciate y'all being patient. I see Houston, Texas in the building. My brother just flew out there. We finna get a food truck. We doing a whole bunch of shit, man. We going crazy. We going crazy this year. I don't want to give y'all too much because y'all be stealing. You know what I'm talking about? But respect my grind, man. If y'all don't know who I am your host, Mr. Grind Mode Chaos, a.k.a. the Section 8 sex symbol, a.k.a. Henrietta Son, a.k.a. Nothing Nice, a.k.a. Martin Luther Chaos. And speaking of Martin Luther Chaos, it is Black History Month. So, because this is the first day of Black History Month, I believe that MLK wanted this. I believe that my ancestors wanted this shit because they want unity, man. And that's what we're trying to get to, man. So, I didn't plan this all the way out, but it happened like this because that's what the universe entailed. You know what I'm talking about? I hope y'all like my background. I got the piano over there on this side. I got the plush couch. That couch cost me about $7,000. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The background crazy. But again, for my followers, man, y'all share the live. For the people that's actually just tuning in, y'all make sure y'all tell me where y'all from so I can shout y'all out. You know what I'm saying? I see the wave over there. Big Sosa was happening. Young Knight was happening. Silk the Wolf was happening. I see y'all. Fort Myers was happening. Virginia was happening. Look, without further ado, man, I want to get to my brother. But, I did want to say this too. I had to get this coffee in my system. So y'all see what it is. I know it's going in and out. But yeah, Mocha Mommy, man, I appreciate that coffee, man. You know, that's what I'm sipping on right now. Yeah, I need it. I need to be re-energized. When you're a parent, you need all the energy you can get. So, and this is where my son is from, Columbia, South Carolina. He bought that for his father when I was out there. Oh yeah, Daily Cleanse. I want to say that. Can y'all see this? No, let me hold it like this. Okay, Daily Cleanse, man. I want to shout them out from Jamaican Herbal, man. I've been getting back on my herbal tip, trying to, you know, drop some weight, get more healthy. That's the other thing. Yeah, that's the purpose of me wearing this shirt too, man. C4 Eats, man. What's up with y'all, man? Vegan food. Y'all seen Cartoon on my show a couple months ago. He actually just had a baby, man. So shout out to him, man. I got my brother, man. He waiting. He very patient, man. I got love for this guy, man. Y'all shout it out, clap it up. Do what y'all do. Let them know that I'm on live right now with DJ 2G, man. What's good with it, man? You know, I'm waiting on him to jump back on. He just was with us. Maybe he done rolled in a bad area. Wolf, what's good? All my other people, what's happening with you? Oh, yeah. Movies. Before I get into the movies that I've been on, I do want to say, man, for that Power Book number 2, let me tell y'all something, man. I done watched a lot of TV shows, but ain't nothing like this Power season, man. This jump been amazing. This been off the chain. This been very, very, very good at the twist and turns. These twists and turns for this shit just been off the chain, man. I'm like, I can't even believe how you can't even predict what's about to happen on Power. So I'm loving that part. What else I want to say? Oh, movie-wise, it's a movie called, what is the name of this movie, God? It's going to come to me. Before the show is over, I'm going to make sure. DJ Dom King, what's happening, man? Shout out to all my DJs that's logged on while I'm in motion right now. Y'all definitely Get on Netflix and see what the number 1, 2, and 3 movies are. Man, I cannot remember the name of this movie, and I should have written it down. But it's a very, very good movie about it's about the young lady that moved next door, a family that moved next door, and she be looking through the window, and I don't want to tell too much, man, because anything that I say it's gonna go back into what the movie's about and all the other details. So I don't really want to do that. But just know it's about her looking through somebody's window and the little girl, the little girl that's through the window, and bro, I don't want to give away too much, but I'm about to go watch it again because I missed a lot. And not missed it by not seeing it, but missed it by a lot of the details. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, definitely, man. Check that movie out. An African movie I've been on. Side Hustling 101 was good. Just John Shin 954 was good. Broward was good. Like I say, when you log onto my live, be sure to type where you from, what city you in, what county, what area code, what street, what Ave. Nah, please don't get the streets in the Ave because people crazy right now. Somebody might pull up. So I can shout y'all out. Mocha Mommy, this coffee is hitting. I ain't even put a lot. I put like a dab of sugar because this month, that's another thing. You know, shout out to all my vegans. I'm not vegan, but I really been trying to watch what I eat. I've been trying to watch the intake of sugar and whatever I do, I'm trying to do with my kids. So yeah, I definitely been cutting back on a lot of things and readjusting. Virginia in the building. I just shouted y'all out because it was somebody else in here from Virginia. Little Rock, Arkansas in the building. Colorado was good. But yeah, what I'm gonna say, just trying to watch the intake of sugar, cut down on that, and readjust how I eat because a lot of things that's in our foods, man, they so addictive, man. And that's why I brought up about the daily cleanse, because at least once a month you should be detoxing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least once a week, really, you should be trying to detox. There's a lot of things that we have in our colon that we need to get it up out of our system because it's a well-known fact that that's where a lot of the bacteria lives at, a lot of the stuff that we need at our body. Yeah, man, it's deadly, man. Like it's super duper deadly, man. So that's the best way I can put it, man. And I'm trying to stay away from fast food. That's my other thing. I think my homie phone died. His phone died earlier, and we had like a minor issue. So now I know that's what it is, bro. But that's why I told him to jump on the laptop, man. Shout out to Side Hustling. But yeah, man, that fasting, I'm trying to do that a little better. I shouldn't be drinking no coffee. You know what I'm saying? What detox do you do, and can you explain a little bit? I'm gonna try to do that. Detox wise, I just mean for me, and fasting, I mean for me is like at least once a week, man, because we eat so much stuff that's bad for us, and I don't want to get too grossly into it, but I will say, your intestines and your colon, sometimes it get clogged up. Sometimes a lot of the weight that you have on you is actually coming from all the stuff that's inside you that you ain't scraped your intestines and your colon clean. That's the good, nice way to say it. So at least once a week, man, you should be able to detox or get like little daily cleanses, stuff like this. So that way it's going to clean your system out, and it's going to, no different than how you do with plumbing. If you own a house, you understand this. Plumbing is very expensive. Stay with me. Plumbing is very expensive. So what you got to do is at least once a month, you should be doing some red eggs or something that eats the antibodies that's within the pole, in the pipes, I meant. Because even though, yeah, you have feces and everything like that going through the lines and a lot, you have to do something that's going to grab and eat the walls of that so that way it can pull everything through. Because ultimately, hair, that's going to grab on to the sides of things. And then ultimately, because of hair, because, you know, a lot of reasons our pipes get clogged is because of whether it's tampons, things that don't belong in there, tampons, the wipes, that aren't made to go in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things. And if you relate it to detoxing, there's a lot of things that don't belong in us. All that fast food, all that McDonald's, all that stuff that's unnecessary, that's not even actual food. Some of the stuff that we're eating is not actual food. It look like food, it tastes like food, it play tricks on our nose and all our senses. It look like food, it smell like food, it tastes like food, but it's not actual food. So that's bad for us, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just throwing that out there, man. So detoxing is you cleaning out your colon. And us as men, especially men, we got a bad habit of just feeling like we can eat whatever we want. We go through a certain amount of time and then boom, you get colon cancer. Colon cancer is not hereditary. You know what's hereditary? Your diet. So when people say, oh yeah, I ate wrong, or I did this, or I did that, or my mama, you know, she had breast cancer and and my grandma had it, so don't believe them doctors. You know what the same thing that your father eating, you eating. Your grandfather eating, your son eating, and your great-grandfather eating. So that's the same thing that y'all got because, oh, yeah, I can eat hog maw, I'm going to eat pork rinds. I mean, all this stuff that's unnecessary to your body. And then it got bacterias in it. You know what I'm saying? I was watching this, not a thing, bro. Like, if you got some more questions, you could post them. I'm just killing a little bit of time. I was watching, because I know they say, you know, it's hard to get rid of bacon and swine and things like that. But a lot of what Wrap Up Next.tv, man, was good. What I was finna say? What I was gonna say was a lot of the swine that we eat, you have to look at like the chicken feed that they make and certain things like that. And it's not real food. They're actually taking trash, grinding the trash up, turning it into like a powdery substance, and those animals are eating that. Now, we're not supposed to eat plastic. We're not supposed to eat a lot of that stuff that the pigs are eating, that the chicken feed is made out of. So when they digest that, a lot of that stuff is inside the body of those animals, and we take on the animal, and that's how we get cancer. So that's why it tripped me out when they say, like prime example, water bottles. It's better to drink water out of a bottle when you buy it at the store, or certain waters that's alkaline, like high alkaline, because alkaline creates an environment in which cancer cannot live. Best way I always say it to people that don't understand that is, if you take a lion out of the jungle or out of the, you know how they say, you know, whatever's the king of the jungle. If you take a gorilla or a lion, something that runs the jungle or runs that environment, and you put them all the way in Antarctica or in Alaska, what's going to happen is they're going to freeze to death. You know why? Because you took that fierce beast out of its normal environment and out of captivity in which it's used to being in, and then you put it somewhere where it can't survive, it's going to die. Same thing with cancer. Cancer is straight up, what's good? Definitely to the podcast. And if you knew, and I know you just coming on here, make sure you share the live. I don't want people to miss this information because I didn't plan on this, but since I got the vegan shirt on today, I just said I'd speak on it. So now, when it comes, damn, I lost my train of thought. When it comes to putting some of these things in a different environment, you change the survival rate of it. Same thing with cancer. If you drink a whole bunch of alkaline water, cancer can't deal with that. Sour sop is a fruit that creates an alkaline environment. Mangoes are very high at alkalinity. So, and I'm not no physician, I ain't no nutritionist, I'm not no doctor, none of that. So don't get it wrong. I'm just saying all this because I want you to understand that the more you do something, the more you educate yourself on these type of topics, you'll learn them. And then when you learn them, it becomes first and second nature. So, and you want to learn this now because you want your kids to be up on it. You want the next generation to survive, not just winging through it and hoping that they get along through these tough times. Some of these diseases that we have, we give them to ourselves. And that's a fact. Now back to what they feed the pigs, all that stuff that they feed hogs and pigs and stuff like that, bro, it's not meant for us to consume. And if the pig is, like prime example, okay, cut all that. We're going to talk about We're gonna talk about cows. This would change my view on cows. This my brother, he's shout out to him. He with the Nation of Islam. He had showed me something one day. This was years ago, and then I started seeing it more. How cows, what's good, family? How cows they have cancer in their body from what they eat. Now here it is, a cow is a healthy eater, but when the butchers start butchering a cow, they show you the cancer. Go look it up. I can't make this up. Commercial break. Anything somebody tell you, always be a fact checker too. I'm gonna just say that. Don't just take my word for it. Go check the facts for yourself and you'll see that I ain't bullshit. So now some of the stuff, the steroids that they put in these cows to make them bigger, because bigger sells. People always want the biggest everything, the biggest. Look at that Popeye sandwich that they had about 2 years ago. Everybody ran to Popeyes. Oh, this big monster sandwich. But we never thought, like, nigga, when the last time you seen a fucking chicken the size of a goddamn dog? You feel me? So you have to watch what you eat. Paid girl, what's good with you? The point I was gonna make was, when the butcher is chopping that cow up, you can see cancer spots. And when they go under microscopes, they see what the cancer is. You know what that butcher does when he's cutting up that cow? He cuts around the cancer. He doesn't get all the cancer out. He just want to get that black block, because when they try to cook it, it's not going to look like fresh white meat. So he cuts around the cancer. He gets rid of that, disposes of that. But guess what? The rest of that cancer might be inside the rest of the body of the cow. Yada, what's good? So they put it through process, what the FDA or whatever, they let it go. We get it, cook it, eat it, and guess what the cancer is now in our body? Now, do you just poop cancer out? No, sometimes it grabs onto that's the purpose of detoxing. That's the point I'm saying. Like, some things you're not going to be able to get with just drinking a lot of water. Water is good because it's going to replenish your skin. It's going to do right by your hair, your fingernails. It's going to help you be a little more energetic, because it's going to get rid of a lot of stuff that belongs up out of your system. Because the more, I don't care what you got that's bad in your body, it got to come out some way. You got to cough it up by mucus. You got to cough it up. Damn, I ain't even planning on do all this, bro. I'm just babbling. You got to get it out through mucus. You got to sweat it out, pee it out, poop it out. You understand what I'm saying? Stuff that doesn't belong in your body, it has to come out your body. That's why they say working out is for more than one thing. Buster Free was happening. Working out is more than one thing, homie. It ain't about just, okay, you working out to be sexy. You working out to sweat out all the bullshit that you got, whether you drinking, you smoking, you eating wrong, you eating a lot of pork, you eating a lot of the wrong things. Not just eating a salad ain't good enough. Sometimes you got to work out and do cardio because you want to sweat out all the bacteria that's bad. So now back to detoxing. All that bullshit that we eat, especially with black people, all the bullshit that we eat, we got to detox with stuff like this in order to flush it on out and get it out your colon. And if you black, I'm pretty sure you know somebody that had colon cancer, or, you know what I'm saying, certain stomach cancer, because that's where, you know what I'm saying, what's the word I'm looking for? Not where it maintains, but where it it's like it hoards in a certain spot in your body. Like, my brother had cancer, he had it like in his throat. What they had to do was a lot of work in order to you could starve cancer. He was on stage 4. They gave him a few months to live, but then what he did was he took all the meat out of his system. He didn't eat no meat. He didn't take nothing in his house if it didn't come in a glass jar or something like that, because the other thing that kills us too is preservatives. Look how much stuff we eat that has preservatives, and the preservatives are there to maintain whatever in a can, like a canned good, so it doesn't go bad. And there's certain additives, additives that's within the preservatives in order to make us draw back. And those things that's worse than drugs. You know what I'm saying? Trust known facts. Man, definitely, man, it's all facts what I'm saying. But even if you don't believe me, go look it up. Man, the worst drug in the world ain't got nothing to do with cocaine, heroin, none of that shit. It got something to do with sugar and salt. Trust me on this. Shout out to Mo Life, man, part of the movement. Share my live. If anybody is on here, man, share my live, man. I'm waiting on my guest, but if he don't show up, man, I'm going to close out in probably another 5 minutes. So y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just bear with me. And even if I gotta book another show with him, man, we'll just log it on. And when you see this on YouTube, some of the information that I'm wrong on, correct me, man. I need y'all. If you're not on my crazy, shout out to my people across the seas. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to Dubai. Shout out to Beach Boys. Shout out to 561, 56 Ace. Shout out to 804, 904, 321, 850. Man, love y'all, man. I appreciate Crazy, man. I appreciate you for all the support over years and years and years of support, man. I mean that. Every time I see you, man, I really appreciate that, dog, because you supported us in a way across seas. Some people in my own city haven't supported me how you have, man. So you're a stand-up person, man. I appreciate that. Now, I don't want to lose my train of thought. Everybody share my live. Share my live. I need y'all to share my live because I'm about to bring this home and make my point. I talked about that part, but heroin is bad. Cocaine is bad. You know, popping pills is bad. But the biggest killer is not none of those drugs. The biggest killer is you being addicted to sweets. You go from sweets to sweets to sweets. And guess what? Sugar is in everything. Sugar is almost in all kinds of food, especially in America. If you travel all over the world, and Crazy can tell you this because he ain't in USA. If you travel in some places, the portions are smaller, the amount of sugar is less. Dog, we eat our own young in USA, man. Like, this is one place where we just constantly pump sugar in our kids. That's why years ago they had to change the ingredients for cereal and a whole bunch of other shit because this country got the most obese kids in the world. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are obese when they little and they babies and they young, elementary school. And now it's about to get worse because all we do is sit our kids in front of you know, iPads and things like that. So it go from sugar to salt to, like, when I was young, we was going out and playing, you know, our parents got to find me because I jump on a bike and ride the whole neighborhood. So yeah, the whole vegan shirt, I ain't mean to talk about this so long. The whole vegan shirt is because I'm starting to get into that way of life to kind of change what I'm eating. Detoxing is important. You know who I learned that from the most? Island people, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Haitians, Bahamians, people from Turks and Caicos. They really diet. They really watch what they eat. You know, Virgin Islands, Guyanese. Man, shout out to all my motherfucking island people, man. You know how much shit that I've learned from island people, especially since I bought a house in Broward. Man, listen, man, I'm growing a moringa tree in the backyard. If you don't know about a moringa tree, look it up. Go do your research. D1, that's another legend from my city, man. Shout out to D1, the MC, man. I definitely got to get you on the show too, man. We got to chop it up. Mo Life act like he too busy to be on my show. I don't know the fuck wrong with him. DJ Beach Boy hit me up. Anybody who isn't on my YouTube or subscribe to this YouTube, man, I need y'all to do this. This show was supposed to be about DJ 2G. He having some technical difficulties. It's still love. That's my brother. But definitely, man, I hope y'all got something out of this episode when it comes to, you know, just trying to eat right or begin. Because the hardest part of anything that you do, whether it's exercise, dieting, fasting, things like that, is to start, bro. Like even now, I said this month, for the last couple of days, I've been back working out. But this month, I don't want to take no breaks. I'm working out every single day this month. I'm burning out, you know, little big drip. What's happening? If you haven't been on my show, that's another thing I want to say, man. I can't press it enough. It ain't number $50. You see what kind of guests I've had? Guests that have won Grammys, Oscars. I'm talking about billions of views on YouTube, millions of views on YouTube. This is the show you want to be on. Because right now, this is like beta stages. I've been on TV for the last several years. But this is, in the last year, I went so hard on this shit. I had more guests, more people that can help y'all. And then here's what you're missing out. For that $50, you're getting advertised, you're getting promoted, you're getting a flyer before that. This is going on YouTube. We do fucking good ass numbers. And then on top of that, you know who watch my show? Real producers, real record labels, real A&Rs, real executives, real bosses, real CEOs, real legends. Because that's who I got relationships with. So don't get it fucked up. Oh, I ain't finna pay no $50 to be on this nigga show. I could smoke fucking weed for that. Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead. Take your ass on and keep smoking. Smoke until your lungs collapse. You hear me? Man, you already know, man. Hey, I don't even want to talk about that situation at Earl C. Clemens. That shit give me a bad taste in my mouth because that's over 10 years ago. Done that. That was a long time ago, and I still remember how much money I lost. I lost thousands and thousands of dollars for that riot. I swear to God. And part of it, boy, I ain't even gonna go into that. But yeah, a lot of people that go back and forth with me. Oh man, I ain't finna pay no $50. Go ahead. It was $300 a couple months ago, and artists would pay it because they know what they get. No Limit job, what's happening? They know what they getting out of it. So $50 ain't shit, and it ain't. And I'm not gonna keep it at $50. I started the year off, and look, it's February, and just this, I got so many interviews lined up for people paying the $50 because they know what they're getting out of it. And if you look at my past shows, man, look at the people I've had on my show. You know what I'm saying? Inbox me, man. Beach Boy, man. Tap in. Let's build. Let's get it going. So yeah, I do now. I'm trying to do a show every single day for the rest of the month, and I'm already booked for the next week and a half to two. And the next week or two, since I start putting advertisements on Instagram, Facebook, shit like that, it's gonna be hard. So you gotta get on now. You gotta lock in the show now, bro. Like if you don't lock in, you're gonna lose, man. That's the best thing I can tell you, man. Like, but definitely, man, every day I'm dropping an episode. That's what I want to do this month. I want to fast almost every day this month. I want to work out every day this month. You know what I'm saying? You got to start setting these goals. But yeah, on that eating right tip, man, you got to get on it. You got to get on it. Because if you don't get on it now, not only is it going to cut your life shorter, you're going to do the same thing with your kids. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to, I see 2 people just hit me on my inbox. Like I say, it ain't number $50 to get on my show. And we doing hella numbers. And we tapped into all the record labels. The record labels watch us. The executives watch us. The A&Rs watch us. Every time I talk about money, people run. And guess what? You run. I can guarantee you, I can look at your career right now and this year right now, and I can go back to last January, and I bet you almost in the same space. You know why? Because you're doing the same motherfucking thing. Y'all always want something for free, and that's why you keep losing. I'm telling you. I spent so much money in this game. Hugo, what's happening? 813. I spent so much money in this game. I made a lot back. I lost some. But that's what you learn by spending money. A lot of y'all spending money on bullshit and wasting time on TikTok and Instagram, and it ain't catching. You got to put some money behind your shit. Now, I ain't saying it's a waste of time, but while you're working and doing your thing, you should be making some investments. I ain't telling you to invest in me, nigga. You need to be investing in you. You know what I'm saying? So I could DJ for an artist. And sometimes, bro, I'm gonna give you real game. Sometimes you can make the labels and all them run after you once you create a demand. You know what I'm saying? Once you create that demand and people seeing what you doing, there's a demand now. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be like, oh shit, I need to be, because you got your area locked, you got a club on lock, you got a city on lock. You have something that they need. You got to be something that they need, bro. And once you do that, ain't no losing, fam. Ain't no losing, man. I feel you on this one. I did all my YouTube promo for free. You learn from it. Yeah, you will learn from it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I did a lot of that. But this time around, we ain't burning out, man. Shout out to everybody that got us tuned in. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Man, I'm about to cut out, man. My homie went through whatever the hell he went through. And it was tough for him to get back online. But we're going to figure it out. I'm going to get him back on here. This is like the 3rd time we done tried. Hey, listen, man, Respect My Grind TV. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that shit. This episode gonna be up in probably like an hour, man. I don't play no games. Had rap bar lyrics since 2000. Chaos had rap bars lyrics since 2000, and before that, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's the truth, man. I've been putting in a lot of work, man, and to get on the level that I got on, I can't complain, bro. This music done made me a lot of money. I done traveled all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So I have no complaints, bro. I'm happy with what I've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So, man, again, I'm ending this broadcast Y'all can check this out on YouTube. What's up, girl? I see you just locked in. You already know what it is, man. For the other DJs and artists and shit like that, you see who that young lady is with all them purple hearts? I need to follow her too. She a B, she a hustler. She's a great personality. And she's a good networker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm tying off this show. I'm going to stay with y'all on live, and we going to pop shit. We going to talk shit, and we going to vibe. Respect My Grind TV, man. You know what it is. Bitch, bye. The fuck?